They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. These two teams set to go at it for the 207th time. The Packers and Bears underway to begin 2023. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cunningham tosses quickly out wide. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Go check. Go check. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10.
Go 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Go.
Now Cunningham. Here's Hester open right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 6 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Go, Reed, go. Ready,
Peyton. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a game that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready. Big Lion. Hustle.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Hester. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Peyton up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
incomplete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Cunningham to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now an audible here into something else.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Hey, smash Bronco! Dragon 60!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Hester to return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, check that.
And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give, it's Peyton. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Go, Reed, go! Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
A play fake, now Cunningham. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rodgers now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hester. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Cunningham. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Could be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Third!
They'll run now with Peyton. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now goal for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 7-yard line. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Rodgers will throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Hester to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's first and 10. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he loses the football the second time. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent.